Feature's ready for giving.
Feature needs his moment.
Like, look at me, I'm cute. Give me that. Look at him. I wish he could film that.
I know. Yeah, I'm gonna head up there. I think. Still waiting to see people start joining. There we go. I'm starting to see people. Oh, thank you. All right, guys, we're about to meet Jinx, our black leopard. Oh boy.
I'll come up there so
Okay.
I can lock out.
Yeah, and that way. So this is Jinx, our very, very gorgeous, handsome man. Hey everybody, welcome back. Look how stunning you
I was
are.
hoping I was going to take him a little longer.
Yeah, he's like, that was nothing.
Thanks for the snacks. Hey, I got one more.
So our operations manager, Catherine, has just given Jinx a couple treats this morning for his big day.
Oh, now he's like, I'm over here.
Oh, I'm gonna take this with me. You gonna turn around? Hi. It's very handsome.
I'm not sure he chewed that one enough.
Is there more? Yeah, you want to chew it. So thank you guys so much, everybody that joined us in our last feed, meeting Duchess Tiger. Now we're here with Jinx. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I missed the first person that donated. This is Big Cat Rescue Giving Day. And we are meeting Jinx for the very first time. I'm like, I know Catherine's behind me with food, and look at that face.
I was getting to look at you, and then I'm like, ooh, yeah, okay.
He's looking.
I was trying to make sure he was looking at the camera. And there's Sunny behind you, like,
Yeah, Sundari is right behind us. So Jinx does live back here next door to Sundari and across from Funcation. He's gonna go on Funcation.
You got snacks, bud. You got your snacks.
What a handsome man.
You got your snacks. No more until you go on vacation.
It's funny, everybody's now saying who's going to be like the, you know, the
Who's gonna make the
male,
most?
you know, crazy one around here for the girls' attention.
Yeah.
Manny or Jinx. Jinx. I would vote for Jinx. Team Jinx.
Team Jinx or Team Manny?
Poor Manny.
I know.
Oh, I think he'll do okay.
Yeah.
Only boy for so long.
He doesn't need more ego.
Oh, here comes the sun. Look at his beautiful, beautiful face now.
I don't know if you guys can see his coloration.
Yes.
You can see that he actually does have leopard spots, and he kind of has a reddish brown coloration when he's in the sunlight. Gorgeous, stunning green eyes. He has been nicknamed Flat Cat because he's very good at hiding in plain sight. He will flatten himself to the ground. Right? We'll see if he gets bored of us.
We think he's born in 1999, right?
Yeah, so as much information as we've been able to gather, we do somewhat feel that we found information that Jinx was possibly born in 1999. So unfortunately, he's a lot older than we all hoped, but he has been getting a little more gray every year on his paws and his face. Thank you so much to the 12 people that have donated. We can't let Duchess beat out Jinx, so thank you guys for the donations. Where are you going? Are you gonna be silly?
We go lay in pretty green grass.
Yeah, that'd be good. Perfect. Perfect. So again, if you guys are just joining, this is Jinx, our black leopard. He was a former witness protection cat here. You can learn his whole story at bigcatrescue.org/Jinx. So he's just relaxing in the shade, but in his soft green grass. He's absolutely amazing. He is very intimidating and scary looking, which rightfully so. He is a leopard. They're very smart. But he's also really, really silly. He eats mouthfuls of grass and then spends 20 minutes trying to get the grass back out of his teeth, and he makes these hilarious faces. He's a very stunning gentleman. You can really see it in this light. You see his spots on his belly. Thank you guys so much to the 14 people that donated. Your donations today goes toward the caring for these 4 cats that are now officially ours to keep and love and care for. We've had them for the last 4 years, but have been unable to share them on social media. If you've ever been here on a tour, you might have seen Jinx. He's always a really good one on our keeper tour. Very, very smart. You guys can share this feed, or if you have any friends or family you can share this with, we really, really appreciate it. We are matching donations up to $30,000 today for Big Cat Rescue Giving Day. And later today, Jinx here will be going out on Funcation. If you're familiar with us, you know Funcation's a 22,000 square foot enclosure, and it's actually right across the street from him. So Jinx has the shortest walk to Funcation, and he sure loves it. Cecilia, I see you mentioned the pumpkin with him. This cat loves melons, pumpkins, honeydew melons. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely hysterical. So we're really excited to actually be able to show you guys that type of footage finally, and those photos and videos, and we'll go live when we hand those out this year. Thank you guys so much for the donations. Jinx, you're getting so many hearts. Isn't he amazing? I know everybody's always impressed with a black leopard, but he is just exceptionally phenomenal. You see his little white toes. Yeah, actually he does run around in Funcation. I've seen him play with some of the smaller like boomer balls that are out there and flip them so high that they actually hit the roof in that enclosure. So he does have a lot of fun out there. I think Duchess brought in $1,700 on her live. If you missed it, those post automatically on our Facebook page and at dailybigcat.com. Are just absolutely amazing. I knew our supporters would come through today. You guys can learn all about them if you go to bigcatrescue.org/fab4, or Jinx has an awesome bio page now, bigcatrescue.org/Jinx.
You want to look over here, Silly?
I think he's a little kind of like, why are there so many people over here and what's going on? But he gets very excited when they start putting the tunnel together to take him out to Funcation. But that'll be later this afternoon, weather permitting. I'm going to try to come out so you guys can see him go on Funcation, but we're expecting some bad weather starting around noon or 1 today. So Susan and I are just going to try really hard to at least introduce you to all 4 of them. And then when we start moving them for vacations later, if I can, I will definitely go live for you guys. Yeah, the link for Big Cat Rescue Giving Day is in the description of this video as well. Or if you donate here on this live feed, those funds will also go to our big, big goal today. We're trying to raise over $100,000 today to help end cub petting. Plan to do some campaigns and really, really spread the word about why cub petting is just so terrible. Have any of you guys fainted yet? I'm wondering if Manny's getting a run for his money or not.
What do you think's happening, sir? What do you think? 25 people have donated for you, Jinxie. I
can't wait to share my photos with him. When I was going through all my photos over the last week, by far I have like triple the amount of him than I do any of the other cats, but he's just so stunning. How can you not? And he's also very difficult to photograph, as you can imagine. He looks midnight black when he's in the shadows, and so it's very interesting to try to get him in focus. And he's just got those stunning green eyes. If he closes his eyes, he like basically disappears in the shadows. It's amazing. Yep, this is the first day we've ever been able to share Jinx with you guys. Jason, that's a great question. So cub petting is basically a really dark, ugly industry that people take tigers and lions and other exotic animals and they speed breed them. So basically every time they have babies, the babies get taken away and hand raised by people, and they're held to be photo props. And then when they get too old and too big and too dangerous to be used as cub petting, that's when they are usually discarded, or they end up in private ownership or pseudo sanctuaries, backyard zoos, things like that. They'll end up as parts. And it's just a very dangerous, ugly world that we're trying to stop. It's dangerous for public safety as well as just abusive for the animals. Never ever pay to play with or pose for a picture with any kind of wild animal. And so since these guys are brand new to the social media world, we do now have sponsorship kits available for them, as well as merchandise. So you can search for Duchess, Sapphire, Jasmine, or Jinx if you go to bigcatrescue.biz. Isn't he gorgeous? Thank you guys so much for the donations. Wow.
Good job, Jinxie.
Jinx looks very intense and intimidating, and he is scary because he's so incredibly smart. You can tell he's calculating things when he's looking at you. But he actually does have a really silly, goofy side to him. He likes to flip upside down, kind of like all the leopards do. He'll play with his feet and his tail. He loves to eat grass. He plays with all of his toys. Thank you guys so much to everybody that has donated and shared this. I did say parts, yeah. That's the thing you gotta ask yourself when you go to a facility that allows you to interact with their wild animals, is what happens to them after they can't be used like that anymore. And it's usually pets, parts, or props. That's generally what these cats in captivity are used for, and that's what we are trying to raise money to put an end to that.
Jinxie, you really pulled out all the stops today, didn't you? Hi.
You can see his leopard spots on his back leg and belly. A fun fact about these guys is there's no such thing as a black panther. A lot of people see him and think he's a black panther, but he is a black leopard. He has a trait called melanism that creates that black coat. It is something that actually naturally occurs in the wild, unlike white tigers that suffer from leucism, which is what creates the white coat, and that's caused from inbreeding. So Jinx is natural. Fortunately, Sapphire would not be normally found in nature. We're gonna meet her later. Hopefully Afton, our video producer, has a very special bond with Sapphire, so we're hoping she'll come out and introduce her.
What a good, handsome boy.
All right. Susan, we're at 37 people and $1,300 for Jinx.
Awesome. Thank you everybody so much. This is our very first Big Cat Rescue Giving Day. I started to say earlier, if you saw the other feed or if you've read any of the information, In the last 5 years, the Tampa Bay community had what was called Give Day Tampa Bay. And so it was about 100 or 2 different charities, and we participated, but at the end of last year, they told us they weren't going to do it anymore. They were going to use their resources for some other things, which we totally understood, but we were sad, and we were like, okay, this has always been an amazing, one of the biggest fundraising days of the year for our cats, and you know, what are we going to do to make up those vital funds?
Yeah.
So we decided, let's have our own Big Cat Rescue Giving Day. And you know, all the funds are going to go to the cats, and this year we really want to go beyond even the cats that we can save here at the sanctuary. When we're maxed out, we might have 100 cats total, but there are thousands of cats living in deplorable conditions all around the United States, and we really need to stop the cub petting, which is 90% of the problem. If we can take away the incentive for people to want to breed these cats, for people to hold them and pet them and have little Johnny sitting on a tiger's lap and feeding him a bottle, then we can end most of the abuse of these cats. So it's really, really important that we get to the core root of the problem. And for the first time, we're working with an advertising agency, PPK, based here in Tampa, that we work with all the time on a pro bono basis. But we've come to them and we said, you know what, if we actually had some funds that we could throw at the cub petting problem, what could we do? And they came up with an amazing digital marketing solution that we're going to be trying out in one specific city soon, that is known for being notorious for having a cub petting place that always has cubs, and we're hoping that we can make a difference. Anyone that's in that area that sort of searches, you know, pet a tiger or cub petting or a number of search terms, our information will pop saying, just don't do it. It's cruel, not cool.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yay.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. All right, we're going to have one more little shot of Jinx here, and then we'll close down this feed here. Lisa's over here talking to the boy.
Yeah. Hi, silly. You're so goofy. Oh, look how handsome. Look how handsome.
Thank you so much to the 40 people that have donated so far. We've introduced Duchess and now Jinx. We still have Jasmine and Sapphire to come.
Oh, there's that flop. There's that flop. Yeah.
Yes, actually, Jinx here does have claws. I don't see him use them very often, but he does have them. I believe he's also fully intact too, right? I don't think he's been neutered. I don't know if any of the 4 have been spayed and neutered, to be totally honest. Yeah, I was like, if we were at the other side, I could remember. I don't usually look down there.
Yep, he's good.
He's all there.
He's all there. I sorry, I didn't mean to invade.
That's all right. Say we'll get a second flop.
We'll get a second flop, so you can tell he's quite the flirt. Like I said, he looks like he'd be really scary, intimidating, and he's very sneaky, which is what makes him so scary. Because like you can walk his enclosure looking for him, and if he's hiding in a shadow and he's got his eyes squinted, you don't see him at first.
But he's actually very silly. Are you so silly? Oh my.
Oh my. He heard I was going to shut down the feed, so now he's pulling out all the stops.
Duchess made more than
Yeah. Duchess made more money than me. I gotta start rolling over. Look how cute. So you guys can learn all about these cats at bigcatrescue.org/fab4, or go to Jinx's page directly, bigcatrescue.org/Jinx. Wow, thank you so much for all the shares. We've got 41 people.
Yes, I know. 41 people said that they thought you were awesome, sir.
Well, thank you guys so much. Susan and I will be back with the next cat here